there, fellow marketers, Professor Wolters here, and today what I want to talk about are 5 fundamentals that all social media managers should really know and take to heart and really be burned into their brain, like tattooed on them, in terms of what's important about social media, okay? And the first fundamental I think we got to get across is content is king. You have to make good content. Look, if you're looking at your post going, I don't know if this is good enough, it's not good enough. You need to have good content. There's so much stuff getting out there. There's so many posts, there's so many pictures, so many infographics, TikTok dances, all this stuff. There's so much noise out there that if you don't have a really good post, you don't have really good content, people aren't going to notice it. They're not going to pay attention to it. They're not going to like it. They're not going to share it. They're not going to be influenced by it. All right, so make sure you're really focused on making good content. Spend the time to learn how to use Canva or something like that to make a better looking post, to use the filters, to use the right hashtags. You need to do that, okay? But really look at making good content. Quality over quantity will work in social media because there's just so much quantity out there right now that the good stuff, it floats to the top, right? So something to think about. Now the second fundamental I think is important for all social media managers to know is experiment. Keep experimenting, keep trying other things. Look, when you're putting out an infographic, what happens? When you put out a poll, what happens? When you put out a blog, when you share a picture of a happy customer, what happens? You need to be tracking all those things to see what works. Because you might have a system, oh, well, these posts always get 1,000 likes, so we're fine. Well, what could you be doing to do better? Is there something we could change? And that's what's great about social media is you can experiment, you can try out new things, and the analytics will tell you, hey, that's actually getting more people to click and visit the website. Hey, that's the blog that's getting people to buy our product. That's the video that's getting people to subscribe. We can learn a lot, but what we have to do is experiment. Okay, because the next fundamental of social media is it's constantly changing. Figuring out what is trending is something you need to be a part of. You need to be on Google Trends and figuring out what's happening, what's going on, and have your ear to the ground. Hey, what's the new thing? What are people doing now? Because right now it might be TikTok dances, and for businesses it's all about LinkedIn white papers, right? But you know what? In 2 years or 6 months, it might be completely different. There might be a whole other social media platform. There might be a new topic. I mean, think about it. Remember when everyone was doing the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge, and now it's all the dance challenges? What's next? You know, this is the things you got to be thinking about. So make sure you're looking out for trends and realizing that social media never stays constant. You need to keep updating yourself. That's why you want to always be educating yourself, watching videos online, taking classes to keep up to date with what the newest things in social media are. And if you couldn't tell from me singing the praises of analytics, the fourth fundamental of social media is analytics. Data analytics is key. You need to be tracking things to see what's working, what's not working, where we should be funneling our money, and who are our real clients, because the analytics will tell you that. They'll tell you what to post. They'll tell you when to post. They will tell you how often to post. But the thing is, you're going to get so much information coming in, you might not be sure what to do with it. That's why analytics training is something you really should invest some time in, because it will make a difference in your business and especially in your social media to really get more pop for every social media promoted ad you put out there, or every post you might be showing, or video that's out. Your analytics will do a lot. So spend the time to learn the analytics, and not just learn the analytics, but understand how they work and what they're saying to you and to your business, okay? And then the fifth fundamental, and there's a lot of fundamentals, but these are 5 ones I like to really focus on and really want to make sure is like deep down ingrained into my social media managers, and that is don't sell on social media. Look, do you like it when your friend's selling the wrap or the cream or the pill or the workout routine on Facebook all the time? No, eventually you're like, oh, no, I do not want to buy cryptocurrency from you. No, I don't want to do this. Like, you tune people out. And if you're a business that's constantly selling on social media, your customers tune you out. Now, occasionally you can sell on social media, maybe like 1 out of every 5 or 6 posts, fine. But you don't want your social media just to be buy, 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 buy. Now your website can be buy, 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 buy. That's fine, because they're specifically going to your website to go buy something or learn something about it. That's different. But on your social media, you don't want to sell. You want to build that community feeling so the customers feel like you're with them, that you're one of their friends. And so when it's time for them to buy, then they're going to buy from you because they have more of a positive kind of impression of you and your business, okay, via social media. All right, so I hope these 5 fundamentals can help you do better with social media, but honestly, these are things that have to be ingrained in your head as a social media manager to make sure you're doing that so you can be a success. Anyway, I wish y'all the best, and I'll say bye from here in Savannah, Georgia.